So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And let's shift our attention to this defensive unit as they march back onto the field. And of these highlights that we show here, I think the big thing to put an asterisk next to, 3 fumbles.
Swarming, swooping, making it happen, knocking the ball free. So many teams work on it, but you don't see it work quite as well as we're seeing here in this game. And they mix in taking one out of the air a little bit too. This team is swarming like crazy and making big plays.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Sanders. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. To throw is Sanders on 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Sanders off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Boy, stays up. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Sanders. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. As Sanders has it poked free. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run the counter. It's Brooks. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll roll him out right. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. A high flow there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carter. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Sanders. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Sanders on 3rd and 2. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more.
This is caught inside the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.